Ladies and gentlemen, inquiry spoken to, interested in FC are back. Listen, I'm interested in Dua Lipa. I've tried to invite her around to record a video. Not like that, okay? Get your minds out the gutter. Let's get into the latest Leeds United transfer news and rumours. All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Happy Thursday. Hope you had a great day and you're ready for the latest Leeds United transfer news and rumours. Before we get into it, you guys know what to do. I've asked for 500 likes most days, and 9 times out of 10, we're smashing it. So right now, get down there and smash a like as well. We've hit 20,600. Thank you so much for that. We're on the road to 21,000 now. So, yeah, keep subscribing. And today, I want you to comment who do you think is going to be Leeds United's most underrated player next season. Without further ado, let's get into the latest Leeds United transfer news. We're back with some rumours, but Leeds United are apparently the latest club to inquire on Bilal El Khannouss. 21 years of age, Leicester City midfielder has a relegation release clause of 26 million euros. Several sides in Europe and Saudi see value in the clause, according to Ben Jacobs, reliable journalist. This is good. A meeting apparently was reportedly held yesterday between Leicester City players camp and Leeds United. Personally, for me, I really like this signing. He can play on the wing. He plays a number 10, and that kind of sorts both sort of sides out. And I like that. It will be good. He's also played in a little bit of a deeper role in the midfield as well. So a very versatile player, which could be to Leeds United's advantage. Would be a very solid signing. He was one of the better players for Leicester City last season. I know it's hard to pick one, but he was probably one of a bad bunch, to be fair. He was very, very good. Crystal Palace like him too. They can only sort of start talking to him, though, if they do sell Eze. Eze's liked by Arsenal. He'll slot right into the Palace side if that is the case to happen. So if Leeds want their man, they need to act fast. In the last 10 minutes of recording this, Graham Smith has now reported this too. So some progression we could be seeing happening with this transfer. Listen, I've seen a lot of people that are saying, what's the point in this signing? This is a terrible signing. I don't know what you've watched. I think Bilal El Khannouss is a very, very talented player and could fit into this Leeds United side 100%. I think it would be very, very good signing. 21 years of age, still young. If you're getting him for around 26 million euros, yes, it's quite a bit to spend, but he can play sort of as an 8, he can play as a 10, and he can play on the wing. You're basically getting 3 positions in one, versatile. Doesn't have to start each week, I don't believe, because at 21 years of age, you are still developing, which I like. Gives chance for Ramazani to get back in the squad, Nonto, Dan James, Jack Harrison to maybe leave. But yeah, listen, I really like this. It gives Pirro and Aronson competition in the 10. I definitely think he could start in the 10. You know, even in the 8, I know we've got I don't know what we're going to play this season. Is it going to be a 4-2-3-1? Is it going to be a 4-3-3 or a mix of both? Maybe Daniel Farke has got a bit more tactical sense this year and not just going, when we need a goal, let's chuck 5 strikers on. It looks like in pre-season we're doing this 4-3-3. There's no real out-and-out number 10. There's sort of 3 midfielders, which I like to see. But in games, you might have a 10. So I think Bilal El Khannouss could work, and I'm really looking forward to this. Ben Jacobs, Graham Smith, there's definitely some legs here, and I'd like to see how this one goes. We'll keep you, yes, you, up to date on everything Bilal El Khannouss. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you do want to see the 21-year-old join Leeds United for around 26 million euros. Next up, let's talk Josh Brownhill. And I'm seeing a lot of people prefer Josh Brownhill over Bilal El Khannouss, which I think is crazy. But either way, apparently he's open to a Leeds move. This is from Joe Donahue. Josh Brownhill was offered a long-term deal by Leicester after leaving Burnley on a free last week. He scored 18 goals last season, and he wants a new challenge. The player is targeting Premier League football and does admire Leeds United's project, but it is unclear if the love is reciprocated by Leeds United. Ex-Claret skipper is open to a move abroad as well. Like I said, that's from Joe Donahue. I don't mind this on a free, but is he good enough? I think he's a quality player, top-end championship player, maybe low-end Premier League, which is where Leeds United are, in fairness. I would have loved this signing a year ago. I think this signing's a year too late. Leeds United are always linked with Josh Brownhill. And like I said, he admires the club project, but similarly, do the club want Josh Brownhill? I think if you put me, Bilal El Khannouss and then Josh Brownhill. Yes, Josh Brownhill's got the experience, but Khannouss is 21 years of age, can play in 3 different positions, is a skiller, will be a rotation player. Josh Brownhill probably wants first team football. He is a leader, which you can never have enough leaders in a squad. Getting on a bit. I don't know. I can see him personally going Leicester. Wouldn't mind if he went Leicester and then we take El Khannouss. I think that could work perfectly. But yeah, we'll have to see. He's open to the Leeds United move. You just have to see if Leeds United are open to him. But yeah, either way, we'll have to see how that one goes. But let me know your thoughts on Josh Brownhill. Like I said, I like him. Quality player. Is he good enough for the next progression of Leeds United? We'll have to see. Next up, let's talk Barron Cross. And he released an article with The Athletic. And he's hopeful of 4 more signings, or the club are hopeful of 4 more signings. That's 1 or 2 more than I thought Leeds United would go for. A fullback, according to Barron Cross, still remains a possibility, as Daniel Farke does want one in before Schmidt leaves to Werder Bremen, if that all goes through. A striker, according to the club, is a priority. I think we all know that, while wingers and attacking midfielders are also on the agenda if the club's preferred options become available, according to Barron Cross. So like I kind of said in yesterday's video, and like we've all been saying, a striker, a fullback, a winger, and a luxury number 10 if something comes up. But also, the club apparently believe there aren't many better options on the wing than the wingers they have. I understand that with Nonto. I think he's a brilliant up-and-coming player, does well in the Premier League, definitely better in the Premier League. So I think his style suits the Premier League more than the Championship. Dan James, very, very good player. Largi Ramazani, very, very good player. Oh, the elephant in the room, there is a lot better wingers than Jack Harrison. Literally, I played with a few in the Leeds United charity match, honestly. So I don't know what they're on about there. I understand. I think, they're just trying to be loyal to the club. And I think Jack Harrison's a decent player, but decent at that. He's not good enough for Leeds United for me. I don't want to see him next year. And that's nothing to do with he jumped ship. I just don't think he's good enough. And that's where I stand on that. Think you can have Nonto, Dan James, Largi Ramazani, and bring in a left winger, or a versatile winger that can play a 10 or a wing or a left wing or right wing. That's what I want to see. Jack Harrison, for me, is a no. He also said Muniz deal could still happen, Barron Cross. He's wanted by Newcastle now. Obviously, Alexander Isak is leaving. Newcastle are offering £40 million when Leeds got their £32 million rejected. It's a bit of a domino effect with this Muniz deal. Newcastle will probably be the more appealing club to Muniz right now than Leeds United are. Does he want to be sort of up there, top 6 in Europe and things like that, or does he want to be fighting a relegation battle? But yeah, let's see what happens with that one. They also spoke about in the Athletic report about how close the Igor Paixao deal was. Farke phone calls, helped by Lucas Perry, our new signing, but still wasn't enough for the Brazilian signature. He obviously is signing for Marseille. We'll have to see how he goes there. Wish him the best of luck. And it's kind of... I'm going to tie this one into one. Rumours, James Justin was the latest one going around team talk. And personally for me, I think I've spoke about this before. I prefer Tanganga for 2 million, who can come and rotate with Jayden Bogle, and he can play centre-back as well. I like these players that can play more than one position. I think that's a good trait to have, especially in this Leeds United side that will keep chopping and changing and using different formations. I think Tanganga would be good for a steal. I mean, we saw last year that it was around £2 million. If that is to steal the offer for Tanganga, go get him. Genuinely go get him. He's a solid player. Has got a bit of Premier League experience with Spurs. He dominated Leeds United last year. I'll definitely prefer that over James Justin. James Justin, he was one of the worst Leicester players I saw last year. And obviously, I'm seeing things like, I've kind of put here at the bottom, rumours, think about it. I know I touch on a lot of rumours. I like to say in the videos, pinch of salt stuff. If it's from Team Talk or Sports Witness and things like that, take with a pinch of salt. But you got to be serious when Leeds United are going in for players like Igor Paixao and these top-end players. And you brought in Stack and Lucas Perry with sort of Europa League experience, with good experience. If you see some of the signings or you see some of the rumours that Leeds United are being linked with, just be careful. Have a little read and see where the source is coming from. I'll always talk about it and say, or I could be sort of clickbaited into like, oh, look, this is happening. Oh, actually, this isn't coming for nothing. I'll always talk about the rumors, but also necessarily tell you a pinch of salt and things like that. So just think about who we're getting linked with and does it make sense the Leeds United are going to go with them. But I could see Bilal El Khannouss definitely being an option for Leeds. That's reported by Graham Smith, Ben Jacobs now, and others. Josh Brownhill open to a Leeds move. We'll have to see how Leeds reciprocate that move. Do they want Josh Brownhill? Barron Cross article, James Justin or Tanganga, even though we haven't really been linked with Tanganga, but would you like to see him? And rumours, just have a think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheery. Oh.